Hello, my lovelies. This is Vlogtober number 24. You will notice, silly webcam, you will notice that you got 2 vlogs today. Now, the reason for that is that yesterday one of my bandmates came over and hung out with my husband. Well, I was all miserable on the couch. Endo's being stupid lately. So, yeah, so they were in here with all of my camera equipment, etc., and I just couldn't actually do one. So you get 2 today, one of which is hairstyle, because all of my girls that have been following my vlogs religiously get a special treat, as in how to do victory rolls. I did the hairstyle, the tutorial on the hairstyle that I had for my TARDIS outfit, and then I tweaked it a little bit. So as you see, we have victory rolls. Now this I did after, just because I had mentioned that it would look more period correct if you did a gifts and tuck, like so, which I think is actually more period correct as a gifts and tuck. So I just wanted to show you what that looked like. And I put a bird up here between my rolls because I can, and it's Halloween time. My little bird has a little witchy hat on her, and, you know, I'm a silly person. That's what happens. So, any hoodles, today's vlog is the truth about being a long hair. Some of you girls have just begun your long hair journey. You may not have a ton of length yet, but you are really looking forward to it. Some of my girls have been a long hair for a long time, like myself. And so many of these are gonna, I don't know, I think you will probably agree. If you can think of any that I did not include, then, you know, feel free to add them in the comments, because most of my girls actually read the other comments, which is good, because there are a lot of really good tips and tricks and stuff down there in the comment section. Okay, so the truth about being a long hair. Let's do some pros and cons first, shall we? Pro, it's pretty. If you like long hair, it's pretty. I love long hair. I think long hair is beautiful. The con is it does take work to keep it that way. It isn't just automatically pretty. Once you get to a certain length, you need to maintain and be super nice to it and make sure that you got the dead, you know, the little splits and stuff trimmed off so that it still remains looking nice. So there's a little there. It takes a little work to keep it looking nice. One of the pros that I think a lot of people think is, oh my gosh, you wear your hair down, it's all done, it looks gorgeous, and it does. On wash day, I love to wear my hair down because it looks so pretty. Unfortunately, a part of keeping it pretty is I wear it up a lot. A lot. Around the house, I usually have a Nautilus bun. It isn't down very often unless I'm sitting still and reading and playing video games and stuff. I do wear it down when I go out, but I always bring a brush because it tangles mightily, especially if there's anything that resembles wind. Okay. One of the pros is that I spend a lot less money at the salon because I don't go. My husband trims it for me. So, yay! Unfortunately, this also means that I spend a lot more money on hair toys. Pittons, sticks, forks, gewgaws, things like this bird that I absolutely didn't need, but I got it anyway. Haha. So I guess that kind of balances out. Okay. Another pro, I spend a lot less money on products because I only wash once a week. When you get your hair to be a super long length, you will notice that you wash a lot less. So, a lot less money on products. Unfortunately, because I do wash so much less, the products I really like end up being discontinued. I miss Thermosilk. It was my favorite. I miss Physique. Original formula Physique. Also discontinued. They discontinue my stuff on me, and it is annoying. Okay, so here are some things that kind of suck about being a long hair. It does get in the way. It gets caught in all sorts of things. zippers, bras, seat belts, car doors, under my dog's butt sometimes. Yeah, Murphy likes to nest in it occasionally. Yeah, so it does get in the way. You have got to learn how to manage it. Like, you have to learn the trick of getting in your car and getting your seatbelt and not getting your hair all tangled up and everything. You have got to learn that when you're getting dressed, just go ahead and pull it up, because it will get tangled in your bra hooks. It will. I've zipped it up in pants before. It's grabby. Sometimes I have walked past a door and it has gotten caught around the door handle and yanked me back. So you just need to be more aware of it than if your hair is not at such a length. Another drawback is people always want to talk with you about your hair. Now, most of the time this is just fine, but if you're super busy and they're wanting to gab, you still, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I always feel like I really need to give them my attention and explain to them things, because they ask me my hair routine and different sorts of things. One of the things that annoys me, though, is when they ask me how I keep it so healthy and all of that jazz, and how I got it to grow so long, because theirs just won't grow. And I tell them less heat styling, less visits to the salon, and it will grow. Stop cutting it, basically. That's what I usually tell them. Stop cutting it and be nicer to it. They don't want to hear that. They don't believe me. They are certain that it is something else, because their hair just won't grow. And I know they're going and getting it trimmed every 6 weeks. So no, it's not gonna. It's just you're maintaining your style. Yeah, they want to talk, but they don't want to listen. So I don't know. I guess that's kind of a drawback. Another one, people touch you. People touch your hair all the time. Most people will ask first, and I have explained before that my personal space bubble is very small and it doesn't bother me. But there are many, many women out there and men with long hair that get touched and nobody asks. They just automatically touch them. Or they are polite enough to ask, and when they're told no, they get mad. Now, if you are standing in line at the grocery store and some lady came up and asked to touch your boobs, and you said no and she got mad at you, isn't that an awkward situation? Hair is another part of the body. Granted, it's not boobs, but still, it is a body part. Or even somebody coming up randomly and asking to touch your nose. You know, that's not even sexual, but it would be weird, right? Think about it. Just think about it. Another thing, when you have long hair and you're wearing it down, people think you're stupid. That also might have to do with the fact that I'm blonde, too. It could possibly be that. But, yeah, people kind of assume that I'm dumb for some reason. I don't know why. Like, they're always shocked to find out that I have a college degree, which doesn't really necessarily make you smart, but I'm a pretty smart cookie. I know a little bit about a lot of things, and I can hold my own in a conversation about almost everything. Yeah, they always seem surprised that I'm not dumb. That also might be a blonde thing, but I do think it has something to do with the length of your hair, because a lot of people think that if you have long hair, you're slutty as well, which has never made sense to me. I don't understand how that works. Alrighty, but here are some positive things about having long hair. I can do anything with it. I really can. Granted, there are a couple hairstyles that I grew out of, French twist, things like that, but I can do a lot of stuff with this hair. Look at me. I'm sporting victory rolls and a 50s Gibson tuck today. Magic. I can wind it all around my head in a braid. I can do all kinds of crazy stuff with it because it's long. I have a myriad of hairstyles that I can do because there's so much of it to work with. If you have it cut in a short style, you have the same style every day to do over and over. And to me, that would get really boring because I like playing with it and doing crazy stuff with it. So that is definitely a good thing. Another good thing is I get a lot of compliments, either on crazy hairstyles or when it's just down and is looking particularly good that day. I will get many compliments, and compliments make me feel better, as I am sure the compliments make most of you feel better. It's a little bright spot in my day, so I like the compliments. I'm not going to say that I don't. Who doesn't? Another thing that's kind of good, it's easy to hide. If you don't feel like talking about your hair that day, and you don't feel like being touched, or just whatever, stick it in a bun. Nobody knows. The only people that will know you're a long hair are other long hairs, because they can look at the size of your bun and know that you have way more hair hidden up under there. But since they are also a long hair, they will keep your secret. But yeah, you can blend in with the normals, if you so desire, by how you decide to style it, which is pretty groovy. And the last thing that I'm thinking of at the moment, if it isn't a bun, people assume you're smart. Ha! You wear it down, you're dumb and slutty. If you're up, you're smart, but probably frigid. I don't know. We have so many stereotypes, at least here in America. And a bun is always like a librarian. Now, occasionally you might get naughty librarian, especially if you are a red lipstick wearer like I am occasionally. But yes, if your hair is always up, they will assume that you are not slutty at all. And you're really smart, even if, you know, you're the opposite of those things. And I never mean slutty in a bad way. Just FYI. I never use it as a derogatory term. I don't know. I've always kind of figured if you're a woman who likes sex, then awesome. Who cares? So I guess I use slutty in the funny way, I suppose. Anyways, yeah. I would never shame a woman for having as many partners as she wants to have, because you know what? You are a grown-ass woman and you can decide your own sex life, quite frankly. Wow, that's a tangent. Anyway, I just wanted you guys to know that there are some good things and some bad things about being a long hair. There are definitely some truths that maybe those of you that haven't quite reached the excess lengths have not experienced yet. But, you know, there you go. I just kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit and show you how cute this looks. Oh, my curl's falling. How cute this looks with the Gibson tuck. So now you know. Oh, and a bird if you have a bird. Any hoodles. Alrighty. So that's it for the day. Now I have to do a whole ton of editing and hopefully get both of these out before midnight for a change. Yes? Alrighty, guys. Until next time, have a great day. I love you. Bye.